fascinating. Look at that. All right, well, you couldn't see it anyway. Never mind. There's bikes and trains and video games. Everyone loves Marineland. What? Probably not the right lyrics, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Pretty much nothing. Sit around, watch movies. Hope you won the lotto. Let's check the numbers. The numbers are the numbers. That's bullshit. Wait, what about the fucking Mega Dog? Yeah, ain't none of them's been the right. None of those were the fucking. Not even close. Fucking fortune cookie numbers, my ass. Fuck that shit. They weren't even close. One. Check that out. Wednesday's Powerball, 1. Friday's Mega Ball, 1. They both had 5s. It's rigged, I tell you. Rigged. See, they're on to me. I went back through the last 50 fucking drawings and wrote down every number that hit. I added up how many times it hit. Picked all the fucking numbers that hit in 50 fucking drawings for the pick 10, right? Yeah, I'm Willie. Talking to myself. Hurry up with your fucking coffee. Picked every fucking number that's hit. See, they're on to me. They knew it. It's like they knew I was doing it. All of a sudden, the last 3 drawings, none of those numbers. Or not. I mean, you only need 10 out of 20. They pulled 20 numbers. You only need 10 of them. See? It's all fucking rigged. They put them numbers in there. They saw I picked them all, and then they changed it up. Fucking changed it up. Kind of shit we deal with. All right, well, fuck it. Holy balls. Holy balls, I am Willie. Well, except he gets viewers. Am I on the right channel? Who the fuck knows? All right, well, anyway. I don't care. I got shit I can do. Movies I can watch. 11:09, hoorah. Well, fuck, one. Where you been? Fuck you been? Yeah, it sucked. It sucked. Had to take the cat to the vet. It fucking freaked out. Started foaming at the mouth and shit. Fuck. Like the vet came out of whatever the fuck the vet was doing. And it was done, over with. Sedative for about 2 minutes or so, and then I don't know what that shit is they use to euthanize a cat, but it literally took less than 5 seconds. 5 breaths. Cat didn't take 5 breaths after that shit went in. Jesus. Fast acting shit. But thanks, man. It fucking sucks, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Got new glasses today, too. Check that shit. Bifocals. Fucking crap. Yeah, that shit's fucked, dude. It was $220 just to euthanize a cat. I didn't even want to ask him how much the cremation was. The hell is that? Fucking glasses. God dang it. I can't see. Oh, I can biggie size. Oh, a candle. Well, thanks. The vigil has started. Yeah, fuck, man. It sucks. Hated to do it, but didn't want the cat to keep suffering. And I didn't have a 22, and I don't think I could have done that anyway. But whatever. Everybody's like, can't believe you spent that much money. You could have just shot the cat. Yeah, I could have. Not. I mean, look, listen, I get it's humane. You don't want your cat to suffer, but still. I would have had two choices, a K-bar to the fucking head or a shotgun. I don't think I could have done either. Anyhow, I know somebody who says, well, buy stuff and then say, well, it's just a payment. I say, well, it's just debt. What's another $220? I got 2 dogs too, though. I mean, I get it is a humane thing to do. And it saves you $220, but anyway. Well, nobody's a fucking outright Ford guy. Come on. Who the fuck likes Ford? Shit. I mean, the Mustang and the Raptor, that's it. That's all fucking Ford has. That's all they've ever had. Well. I'll give you. The Mustang is the best sounding car from the factory. Whatever that fucking exhaust is, Max Flow or whatever the fuck it's called. Magna. I don't know. Magna Carta. It is a badass sounding car, but other than that, they ain't got shit. What do they got? The Ford Escape? F-150, really? With that fucking V6? I guess it's supposed to be pretty bad, though. The flex fuel, fucking horse shit, whatever. From the factory, yeah. And I don't know what exhaust sounds better than the Mustang exhaust, in my humble opinion. It just sounds badass. Every time somebody with a GT gets on it, you're just like, yeah, it sounds pretty fucking badass. Too bad a fucking Nissan Altima, or a Nissan, what's the other one? Too bad a Nissan Maxima can smoke a fucking GT Mustang in a quarter fucking mile. Stock GT. Yeah, by half a second. Grocery getter. Pretty fucking impressive. They've done some shit with Nissans. It ain't me that's got to lie. It's just a fact. Couldn't believe that. My buddy said, yeah, I was at my sister's house and my car was fucking, whatever it is, blocked in. She said, here, take my car. And he took it and he told me, he said, holy shit, dude, that fucking car's fast. So I'm like, bullshit. I looked up the stats on it. Then I looked up the stats on a Mustang GT, stock Mustang GT. Half second and a quarter mile. That's from a four-door grocery getting motherfucker. Grandma just smoked your ass, Billy. I don't know. I haven't checked it lately. We're going back a few years. GTR will smoke it for sure, I bet. I don't know. I mean, they twin turbo them GTRs. They're smoking Lamborghinis. Gotta be the guy with the money, and who cares? What do you win? What do you win? You still got a fucking Nissan, and some guy's got a Lamborghini, and pussy falling out both fucking doors. He raises that door, nothing but pussy oozes out all over the fucking ground. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the shit you used to have to do in the fucking early 90s even. You couldn't get 350 horse out of a 350 without bumping about 14-to-1 compression on racing fucking fuel. And even that wasn't exact. It still wasn't 1 for 1. Getting 1 for 1 was a fucking chore and a shit ton of money. Fuck, even back then it was a bunch of money. Took them $5-6 grand back then. My way back, drug bottle. But not me. I just drive my fucking Subaru. Fuck it, it's turboed. Some guy in his fucking turboed ass pickup truck thought he was gonna jump it at the red light, and I was just like, right there with you, bro. Put your title out the window, motherfucker. Fuck am I gonna do with a pickup truck? What's he gonna do with a Lesbo-mobile? I don't know. I'm not as impressed with that fucking turbo. And see, that's a 2014. That turbo and that fucking Baja I had, Jesus Christ, when that motherfucker hit, buddy, it hit. This thing doesn't seem to have half that fucking get up and go. Of course, who knows? The turbo's probably fucked. Banjo bolts, nobody checks them. Took it to Subaru to get the fucking oil change. I'm like, you're gonna check the banjo bolt, right? Bolts, right? No, that's $150 extra, and we ain't got time to do it. Like, that ought to be part of the oil change, goddammit. You know good and damn well if them screens gets plugged, them fucking turbos going. Like, yeah, whatever. Whatever. I mean, I didn't buy it because it had a turbo. I bought it because it was the only 2014 that was loaded and had satellite radio in it. None of the rest of them had satellite radio. Think about it, because satellite radio at that point had been out for, fuck, when did XM come out? Early 2000s. Fuck, even that 04 fucking Monte Carlo I bought had fucking satellite radio. Did it? Maybe I'm lying. I think it did. Air pushers, man. You can't fuck with a Whipple goddamn supercharger, though. This thing's pretty badass. All them guys know. All them guys know. I mean, the muscle cars are still cooler than fucking new cars. But they ain't They're getting fucking smoked by some fucking kid with his GTR. Or with his Maxima. Who knows? Who knows? Fuck, some of them pickup trucks are fucking eating motherfuckers up. You know, like One Stop. One Stop's out there smoking motherfuckers. No, literally. Black smoking them motherfuckers. I'll tell you what, these goddamn bifocals are a fucking night. You gotta... That's gonna take some getting used to. Mazda Millennia. Now I have to look into it. I never heard of it. What year? You bought a Mazda. Why? Because it just felt right? It just feels right. I don't know what their slogan is now. Mazda, we're just expensive as everyone else. Like what happened to Volkswagens being cheap cars? And people would buy Nissans because they were cheap fucking cars. What happened to all that shit? Gone. 02. What was I doing in 02? It's a good question. What the fuck was I doing in 02? Yeah, well, what was that fucker? I seen one, Grand National. And that was supposed to be the LS1 with the back two or whatever cylinders chopped off or some shit. That was supposed to be pretty badass. I don't know. All I know is I've never had a fucking badass car, so there is that. And I didn't hit the lotto tonight. Fucking Chinese fortune cookie lied to me. Can you believe this shit? One time I finally decided, all right, Chinese motherfuckers, I'll play your lucky numbers, my lucky numbers. Not even close. Not even fucking close. And it said a long lost loved one was going to show up tonight. Well, unless that was fucking righty, ain't nobody showed the fuck up tonight. Fucking Chinese motherfuckers. GNX. Fuck, never heard of that. Oh, the Grand National. Duh. Yeah, it was pretty much a Regal. What the fuck was that? G-body shit. Monte Carlo, fucking Regal. Tell you what, though, them Mustangs in the early 90s were pretty fucking badass, too. I used to joke about them until I was at Camp Lejeune, and there was 2 or 3 guys fucking just raring on them. There I was in my 68 fucking Caprice with the tack on the dash. And I only put the tack on the dash to cover up the fact that the dash was cracked right there. You know, of course, I had the red line set at like 6,500, like it was actually going to fucking do something. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. Cutlass. I don't know. I don't know much. Yeah, them Cutlass with the 455 in them. I don't know how good the 455 was. So the 442 also. Right. which I believe stood for 4-barrel, 4-speed dual exhaust from the factory. Some people argue that the 2 was for posi traction rear end, but I don't know. One or the other. A 4-speed, 4-barrel dual exhaust. However it went. However it went. Yeah, which is crazy because that was all after the corporate fucking General Motors came about. Made no sense. I should have just stuck with what was good. See, Dodge, I still think Dodge has the best looking pickup trucks, but not all of them. Depends on which grill you get. You get that one that looks like a mustache or some shit. Fuck that motherfucker. I think it's the Bighorn that has the best looking grill, I mean. The mustache grill. Bighorn grill, but they went and fucked off with that 5.7. Now they got something else. I think they just came out with it this year. I can't remember what it's called, Hercules or some bullshit. That's going to be garbage for 10 years till they figure that the fuck out. Why not just leave shit the fuck alone? Finally got the transmissions and shit figured out. Let me guess, they changed that too? Fucking retarded. Mopar, yeah. I don't know, you can't fuck with a Hemi though. I mean, it was stated that the 440 would kill a Hemi off the line, but it wouldn't win. Off the line, the 440 was supposedly quicker than the fucking Hemi, but that didn't last long. I'm going to tell you what, my buddy had a 69 or a 70 Charger RT, the 440, and he let me fucking drive it. Yeah. That little fucker, I'll tell you what, I was impressed with it. Did shit when my dad bought that 2010 Camaro SS. I don't know if I could take it back in time and put it up against that Charger. I don't know, that fucking damn Camaro would get up and go too. He had that car for over 100,000 miles and you wouldn't know. Looked brand new. Fucking thing looked brand new inside now. 100,000 miles when he finally traded it. I mean, if I hit the lotto, I'd buy a fucking 69 Charger just to make a General Grant. It was my plan 20 years ago to make a General Grant. A blue one, right? With the 13 stars on top, General Grant. And instead of an 01 on the door, it was going to say 1-0. Told my buddy that from Alabama. He goes, you trying to get yourself killed? Yeah, you know, whatever. With a Keith Wedge Hemi in it. Probably someone's already made a General Grant, but that was my idea 20 years ago. What's up, One Stoppy? Silver Bullet, what was that? Bob Seger? Yo, man, Blues is in here talking shit about you black smoking motherfuckers out and shit. Not really. I think that was me. I wasn't shit talking. I made a joke about it. Not about you when I made the joke. And I said, oh, yeah, like One Stop. He smokes people all day long with that pickup truck. No, like literally smokes them. That was the joke I made. Anyway, had to put the cat down today. No more booger. No more crow. No more nothing. It was sad, too, because right before I took him to the vet, he crawled his ass up on the chair to lay next to his sister because, you know, he probably knew he was dying. just to say bye, and she just hissed at him and took off. I'm like, you fucking bitch. Yep, kind of sad. I ain't gonna say I didn't shed a tear. Sad because I picked him up on a towel, and then when I got into the vet, he just started, I don't know. He got scared, and then I laid him down on a gurney they had there, and that was it. He tried to get up, couldn't get up. His tongue was fucking, they're doing some weird shit. Wheeled him into the room. He started pissing. They pulled the vet from some other room, and 2 shots, and $220 later, we'll meet you out back with the bag. I'm like, really? Well, I guess they don't want to upset the other customers up front when you come carrying your dead cat out in a fucking body bag. I don't know. Because even when I took her in there, they said, is he all right? And some other woman was in the waiting room, and she says, right, because people bring their pets to the vet when they're doing all right. I said, yeah, no, he's pretty much done. He's pretty much done. I think if I'd have left him home, he'd have probably died tonight anyway, but he would have fucking hacked and gagged and, suffered and shit. Whatever. $220 on a credit card ain't nothing but debt. Ain't nothing but debt. At 36.99%. Fuck it. Yeah, it sucks. Chrysler GTX. What, the silver bullet? Oh, yeah. With the GTX. Because, that was on the same lines as the Coronet, right? Or was the Coronet a 500? They had like a Chrysler 500 something, which was almost a Torino, but not really. I don't know. The Dart. God, the Dart was fucking, I hated the Dart. No, the Duster. There was a year of the Dart that wasn't too bad, but the Duster, that was just an ugly fucking car. Just an ugly motherfucker. What was that other thing they had that they thought was such badass, but it literally looked like a Camaro? Fuck, what was that? You'll probably come up with it before I do. Guy, when I worked at the factory, guy had a picture of it in his workspace. What the fuck was that? Saw a Daytona the other day. Had the wing and shit. That ain't the one that sold at auction for $1 million. I think that was a Super B or a Super Bird. One of the two. It's funny because my buddy's dad, who, he's an old... He was a fucking river rat in Vietnam, and then he worked for General Chrysler, actually Chevy or whatever. And he built most of the racing engines. He said, fucking thing sold for $1 million at auction. He said, yeah, that car was $4,500 brand new and loaded. Sold at auction for $1 million fucking dollars. Ugly, just an ugly car. Tell you what, I probably won't think of it. Barracuda. His Barracuda, I said, what year is your Camaro? And he said, that's not a Camaro, it's a Barracuda. I'm like, oh, you could have fooled me. Kind of like when you see a guy with a fucking, what Yamaha makes that something star bike. Looks just like a damn Softail Heritage. Guy at the fucking parts store had one. This is years ago. I said, what year's your Heritage? He says, it's a V-Star. Oh, it's a fucking V-Star. Yeah, it looks just like a Heritage. The poor man's Heritage. Says the guy who doesn't even own a bike. Poor man's Heritage. Yeah, Mopar. We were talking about Mopar. I said it looked like a fucking Camaro. Remember? Duster's ugly. And then I said, what was that motherfucking car they had that looked like the Camaro? Look. Which one of us is drinking here? Me or you? Because I seem to be remembering things. I mean, you could be drinking. It is Friday night. Cuda, I never thought it didn't. I mean, I couldn't say it was a bad looking car because it looked like a motherfucking Camaro. The fucking vet's like, are you sure you want to watch this? I'm thinking, dude, I just watched my wife die 2 months ago. I mean, it ain't great, but it ain't my first rodeo watching something die. It ain't fun, but, you know. Fucking weird part. Well, not the weird part, but never mind. I have to Google that. I don't know what the fuck they inject into your cat. You weren't here once. Literally, once they pulled that tourniquet, that cat took 5 breaths and it was over. Just that quick. It's like, I don't even think they kill prisoners that quick. Oh, and you were here. I got new glasses. I got these fuckers with the progressive bifocal. That's a fucking nightmare to get used to. Whatever year he had, I thought it looked like a Camaro. Maybe not the front end, but, you know, other than that. Look, listen. I was trying to explain to somebody that all these foreign cars, they're all Japanese. Just look it up. Subaru, Nissan, Toyota, they're all fucking Japanese. Well, not all of them. Yeah, all of them. Look at it. You put a Mazda SUV, whatever they call that shit, next to my fucking Subaru. They look exactly the same from the side. The only thing they did was change the fucking hatchback and change the fucking grill. That's it. And whatever the interior looks like. They're the same fucking shit. The same shit. Different engines. I mean, the Subaru is supposed to have the boxer motor in it. I mean, on the 2.5s anyway. I don't know about the rest of them. They all look the fucking same because they're all made fucking Japan. Yeah, well, you know, I'm not going to go that far with it. In a better place, I don't know. In a hole in the fucking backyard, I don't know if that's a better place. But I mean, a body bag is kind of cool. They used to, when I was a kid, you got your fucking dog back in a fucking Glad garbage bag. Had to bury that Doberman we had. It died. Well, it died when me and my dad were at the Arnold Classic. Right before we left, he was walking kind of funny. So I think Mom took it to the vet, and they said its neck was fucked up. Must have got clipped by a car or some shit, so they put it down. So we got back from that, and there's Apollo in a fucking garbage bag. And I had to go dig a damn hole. Fuck, I had an iguana buried out there. My grandma and grandpa's ashes are here. I brought them from my dad's house. I guess they wanted to be spread out at the farmhouse. I got to drive out there and ask the guy if he fucking cares. Can't imagine he'll care, but. I don't know, dude. That new Supra looks pretty badass, but I think the max horse on that motherfucker is 385 or some shit. I mean, you bring the Supra back because of the goddamn Fast and Furious movies, and really, like 3-something for $70,000, you're getting less than 400 horse. You get 4.25 out of a fucking Camaro for less money. But the Supra's not a bad looking car. I didn't think that RX-7, or was it the 8? When they came out with the RX-8 back in real time, that wasn't a bad looking little car. Sporty looking little car. Yeah. I don't get too much wildlife. Everything around here is lit up. I light everything up. The bears don't even come around anymore. They figured out I don't put the bird feed out anymore. They don't fucking... Dug a hole pretty deep, too. I used a fucking post hole digger. That was fucking amazing. I bought that post hole digger, shit, 5 years ago? Maybe longer. I ain't used that fucker in 2-3 years. It's just been sitting in the shed. Pulled it out, dusted off the cobwebs and fucking spiders and shit. Hit the choke, primed it 6 times. Second pull, that bitch started right up. Vroom. Fucking Harbor Freight shit, too. Harbor Freight shit. Because I'm like, holy fuck, I'm going to die digging this hole. You know, I'm old, fucking out of shape. So I used to pull. I dug up the first 3 or 4 inches, and then I'm like, fuck this. And then I post hole dug the rest of it so I could just shovel it out. Yeah, but that ain't a bad idea. I have thought about that too. I could probably do that before I go to bed. I don't know, I'd have to disagree on some of that shit. They make some decent looking cars. I mean, the new Corvette looks cool as fuck, but it looks like a fucking Lamborghini. It's like they just ripped off Lamborghini. So, but it's going to look cool anyway because it looks like a fucking Lamborghini. It's funny because the Lamborghini came through town just the other day. In fact, it was parked in the same parking lot as a fucking new Corvette. And then it fucking came through town. I don't know. The Lamborghini, it was an ugly fucking yellow. Like yellow. Who the fuck's gonna buy a yellow goddamn car? Well, that guy. I wasn't that impressed. Yeah, they do, because they're all made by the Japanese, like I was saying. They all look the same. A lot of them do. SUVs look a lot fucking like. I don't know, I still like the Camaros. They look all right. Mustang's looking all right. There goes the dog. Here comes the bear. Fuck. Might have to dust off the shotgun after all. I mean, they brought back the Challenger. It's all right. Well, I was never a Dodge fan, so. But I mean, they got that Demon. That's pretty badass. And which, not to go unanswered, with the Camaro Exorcist, 1,000 horsepower shit. God, that fucking blows my mind, dude. It just does. From a factory, 1,000 horsepower. Or the fact that you could get a Mustang GT and chip it. They claim you can get 1,000 out of it. I doubt it. If they actually dynoed it, probably not. Off of pump gas. Insane. Yeah, they're all right. I was saying earlier, I'm not a Ford fan, but the only thing they had was the Mustang and the Raptor. I might go as far as say Maybe. I don't know. I was going to say Ford trucks might look a little better than Chevys, but nah. And I'm not a fan of the Chevy look either, but I'm still going Dodge with the best looking truck on the road. Oh, that's right. I watched a fucking video on that. Seems like I watched like a 45-minute video on that shit. Yeah. I think you're right. Some rich guy and his fucking way out of his league girlfriend down there talking to some guy about building this fucking car. Seemed to think I watched that. That's right. That's why you want to be rich. You and your way out of your league fucking girlfriend. Of course, she's your girlfriend because you don't want to have to split shit with her. And she doesn't give a fuck halfway through it. Because you're spending all your money on her fucking ass. So. Works out great till that 7-year fucking common law shit shows up. Then you got to make a fucking choice. Milk it or kill it. One of the two. Funny, because in the 80s, all I ever wanted to be was a boss. You know, because all the pornos were bosses banging their fucking secretaries. I'm like, that's got to be the fucking life. All you got to do is be a boss. You get to bang the secretaries and shit. You know, short-term goals. That was back before all that bullshit fucking sexual harassment nonsense that somebody made up in a lab in fucking Wuhan, fucking China. That would have killed on stage. Or not. I'm missing what you're saying, Juan. They sure do. So you agree with me with the Dodge, way nicer interiors? But you think on the Ford Super Duty? I don't know. Hennessy. You mean that shit? That fucking tequila? I think Hennessy was tequila. That was the fucking drink of choice for the honchos over in Okinawa, Japan. That's how people got in trouble. I don't know, you weren't around the 1A community, but they doxed this dude. Turns out he was in Okinawa the same time I was there. 2 floors down. I think I remember the guy. Yeah. That's how he got busted. Because guys would go to the fucking package store, buy a fucking case of beer for $10, you know, or 5 cases of beer, 3 bottles of Hennessy. Then they'd take it off base and they'd double their money because the honchos would pay $20 for a case of beer and double the price for the fucking Hennessy. Look, we were 18. Who knew that was fucking black market? Nobody knew. Who knew? I mean, I didn't do it. There were a bunch of motherfuckers doing it, though. And when that dude got caught, he didn't rat anybody out. He went down on his own. And then everybody's like, oh, I got kicked out of the Marine. Dishonorable discharge. I don't think he got a dishonorable discharge, but he did get kicked out. And he didn't rat on anybody, so. It's all right in my book. Yeah, I mean, Ford's not bad. I mean, the Raptor's probably the fucking coolest looking pickup truck. Just is. Overpriced as fuck, but God, dealership had one that was like this desert fucking tan color, maybe a little darker. Damn, like, I ain't gonna lie, if I'd have had the money to just blow on a fucking pickup truck, damn nice looking truck. Somewhere around 100 fucking grand. That's insane. And I see Performance of Visual website. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. I mean, when I was a kid, my cousin had a 78 Ford F-150, and still, I don't know what that year was, but it just seemed like it sat higher, had a better stance, was just a fucking good-looking pickup truck. To this day, I still think it's a good-looking truck. Ford Lightning. What the fuck? Yeah, I always had a touch for 4 years in the 90s. Remember when the Taurus came out? Everybody's like, man, speedometer goes up to 140. It must do 140. I think that was the Taurus. Gotta get a 4 doors. It was a rear-wheel drive F-150 for street racing. You don't remember that. I did like the flare side. It was all right. Buddy of mine from Texas had a flare side. I mean, the Chevy step side was a little better looking. It always looked fucked up from the back because you know, the fucking bed was skinnier than the cab, so it always just looked fucked up, like the cab was too big. But from the side, they looked all right. I actually had a little 88 step side. Paid way too much for it, but whatever. I had fun with it. Sold it to the staff sergeant when he was going to fucking... I owed $2,500 on that truck. Staff sergeant's like, I'm going to Hawaii. I need to send a car ahead. How much do you owe on that truck? I'm like, $2,500. He says, I'll give you $2,500. All right. Because I still had my 68 down there, too. So I'm like, all right. So I took his $2,500, went to AutoZone, bought a fucking, what are they called? Long block 400 to put in the fucking Caprice. And then they're like, all right, we got to go back and sign some paperwork. I'm like, is that for the warranty? And he's like, yeah. And I said, forget that. Because I'm ripping that fucking cam out as soon as I get it back to base. And he just laughed. I just thought you pulled a cam out and put one in. I didn't realize how much, because I called my buddy's dad, asked him what cam he thought I should put in it. Hour fucking phone call. Luckily I had a notepad. So I had to draw out, you had to do a whole fucking valve job or whatever the fuck, with the rods and shit and all that other fucking. Like, holy fuck. So I did that myself. What's up, Queen? We're just sitting around talking about cars. So I had to fucking pull all that shit apart and pull the fucking cam out. The only thing I fucked up is I didn't have the piston top dead center. So they couldn't see down in there. I ran it around till the red lines matched up. I couldn't see down in there, and I'm like, well, whatever. It ran like a motherfucker, though. It did, but I had it wasn't top dead center when I changed the fucking cam. I was like fucking 20 years old. I'd never done anything like that. I'm surprised the motherfucker ran. And it did, too. It ran like a raped ape. Have a good night. Yeah, anyway, you missed it. I had to put Booger down today, so no more Booger. Yeah, but come on, them 454s. Guys bought those for towing shit. They were fucking short stroke fucking motors, right? They weren't made for fucking racing. They were more the torque motherfuckers than anything. Kind of like what guys buy diesel trucks. It's good. Diesel lasts longer. I get way more torque and shit out of this diesel than you'll ever get out of your 350. Blah 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 blah. Right? How's that $6 a gallon treating you? I mean, they're probably right. What do I know? $454. Even my buddy's dad said you don't need a big block, so you can get just as much horsepower out of a small block, and you're 500 pounds less. He said idiots buy big blocks. Yeah, they claim they had 550. Yeah, they claim they had. See, everybody overrated their horsepower back then, too. Everybody did. Like they had the 327, 350 horsepower. It wasn't called a Spitfire. What the fuck was that called? Was it the Spitfire? 327, 350 horse. It wasn't putting out 350. Mine had the 327, 250 fucking. It might have been putting out 250. I don't fucking know. But everybody fucking overrated that shit. I don't know. I'd have to see that because, I mean, you're talking back when? Back before all this new cyclone fucking bullshit and everything else. You'd had to been bumping 14.1, 14 to 1 compression on that. And you wouldn't have been able to run it off of pump gas. To fucking put out 100 more horse in the cube. Yeah, I'm pressing X to doubt, sir. Well, my buddy's dad, who worked in the industry for years, said, yeah, they all fucking lied. Chevy, all of them, he said they all fucking lied. They weren't putting that shit out. I mean, back in the day, though, you did get them cars. They were at 12 or higher, 12 to 1. But that was under a different gasoline system. Leaded, unleaded. Yeah, right, the Yankos. I mean, that 70 fucking LS1, that 70 fucking Chevelle, that was supposed to be a pretty badass car. In fact, my buddy's dad, my friend, he's got one. It had a 396 in it, and he shipped it up back up here for his dad to. Now it's a 496. Turn that 396 into a 496. So it would have been an LS1. It would have been a 396, but it's a 496 now. Yeah, I remember that. The Camino with the 454. I think, anyway. $12:01. It's now July 25th. We made it another day. Still didn't hit the lotto. Motherfucker. Guess I'll have to leave this stream up for Willie's old ass to wake up tomorrow and fucking replay crew. Shout out Willie on the replay crew. I mean, the first 5 minutes was kind of just me babbling on because nobody showed up. But, well, I mean, Blue showed up at like 3 minutes, maybe 3:50. Somewhere in there. I guess I'm not the draw I used to be, eh? Even after Abe built me up. Good old Abe. Where's Abe? I think they did. We'd have to Google that. Just like I have to Google the Ford Lightning. I don't remember the Ford Lightning. Chevy had an S10 that was supposed to be pretty badass too, but I don't remember what they called it. Was that the S10 Extreme or some shit? Seems like it had a different name to it. Arresting criminals. Yeah, it's stop signs. Just kidding, bud. If you replay crew it, I doubt he does. I listen to his shit. Not all of it, you know. I don't want to completely fucking lobotomize myself. No way, that one ain't. Okay, I was going to say. Watched a couple movies tonight. I'm like, oh shit, a Jason Statham movie I haven't seen. All right, let's watch Jason Statham fuck people up. And then it was just slow and fucking boring. It's like, what the fuck? So then I watched this other movie called Diablo with Scott Adkins, because the preview shows him just beating the fuck out of everybody, right? Way better movie. Way better movie. It was still kind of fucked up movie, but way better movie. In case anybody's looking for movies. They had a 4.3. I don't know. They had one fucking S10 that was supposed to be, you know, fairly badass, I guess, but it's still an S10. But back to the movies. It was called Diablo, and I don't know who was supposed to be Diablo. But I mean, if you're looking for a movie where a bunch of people get fucked right up, One bad. Action-packed. I don't know what year it was, but 2021 maybe. Here's a fucking good one, because I was confusing Scott Adkins with Jeff Speakman from the 90s, and I thought, no, that can't be the same guy, because he'd be fucking old by now. So Jeff Speakman was going to be like the next martial arts movie guy. Here, cool story, according to Google. The Iron Duke 4-cylinder S10, they're highly sought. Iron Duke, never heard that either. So I Googled Jeff Speakman, whatever happened to Jeff Speakman. Well, he did that movie, Perfect Weapon, in 91. And then what happened was, according to Google, he was supposed to be in the movie Speed. Like, he was supposed to be Keanu Reeves in Speed, which seemingly wouldn't fit the karate fucking genre. But what happened was the movie company sold that movie out from under. And then Keanu Reeves took the lead, and he kind of fizzled out. But he's doing good. He's like a 10th degree black belt, Kenpo, whatever the fuck it is. He's got 18 dojos worldwide, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, let's go see if I can watch that movie, Perfect Weapon. So I search it, right? You're never going to believe it. They wanted me to pay for it. Like, that movie's older than fucking dirt. 30 fucking 5 years old. And fucking Prime Video wants me to rent or buy that motherfucker. I'm like, it wasn't that good. It wasn't even close to that good. I just thought I remembered parts of it, and I thought, yeah, it was all right. Fucking rent that shit. You're out of your fucking mind. Hang on, you could mute. Alright, last fucking fireball. Then I'm calling it a night. Thought I had plans tonight, but that fell through, so there is that. Cindy Crawford again. I thought she was going to call back this time. What a bitch, right? No, she's got to go marry some fucking gazillionaire. Well, I'm not doing a shot. I just sip it. I only do shots on Memorial Day and Marine Corps birthday. It's the only 2 times I do shots. Like, actually shot. I buy these shots, but I literally just sip it. All right. Here's the booger. Salute. What do the fucking Irish say? Why are we wasting? That's what the Irish say. Why are we wasting time saluting? We should have had that one gone already. The fuck's wrong with you fucks? In an Irish accent, of course. Will A sleeping. You know he fell asleep in his fucking rocking chair with a lap blanket and a search a word fucking book. He'd probably wake up 10 minutes after I end my live stream and be like, and then he'll go live. Then, of course, Abe will go live at like 2 in the morning. Did find my Zippo, though, in the backyard. Remember that fucking stream I did where I was sitting out back the house and shit? Like 3 weeks ago, a month ago, I don't remember. I lost the Zippo. And, well, yesterday, when I was mowing the grass, I'm like, holy fuck, there's the Zippo. Of course, the fucking flint was all rusted to fucking shit. I had to fuck with that. And then, first time I've ever done this, the wick was all fucked up when I finally did get it to light. So I had to look at a YouTube video on I thought you had to change the wick. But all you got to do is get some needle nose pliers and pull that wick up to where it looks new again and then snip it with a pair of wire cutters because there's wire bound in that shit. Voila! Brand new. Viola. Who knew? So, well, it's back to good. Lighting like a champ. Yep. So, yeah. I didn't know that's how you did it. I thought you had to fucking pull it out and put a new one in, but apparently there's 3 to 4 inches of wick stuck down in there, so you can pull it, I don't know, 5, 6 times, and 4 to 6 times, depending on how much you pull up. I never knew that. I've never kept one long enough to have to do that. I've always lost them. God dang it, my girlfriend in high school, when I went in boot camp, she bought me a Marine Corps fucking Zippo. Lost that bitch. She even had it engraved. Lost that motherfucker. The night I went to the strip club, I lost that motherfucker. But me being, stand-up guy, I called and told her, hey, I fucked up. I went to a strip club, blah, 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 blah. Lost the lighter, so she bought me another one. Yep, lost that fucker, too. I don't know how many Zippos I've had over the years, but this one, this copper color, it looks like copper, I guess, or bronze, whatever. I've had that one a couple years. I had a Harley one, but it was a Harley sticker. I left it in the truck. And the guy that had the truck, you drank coffee with sugar and shit, and it fucked the sticker all the fuck. But I got that back, pulled the wick, put a new flint, got that one working again, but it looks like fucking shit. Shit. Excuse me. I don't know. I like the fucking Zippo because you get the fucking, if you use Zippo lighter fluid instead of that bullshit ass Ronzinol garbage, it's just, you know how like a 68 fucking exhaust smells good? I know that's weird to say, right? When somebody starts up like a 68 Camaro or something, smells pretty good. Same thing with the Zippo. You light that fucker, you get the fucking fluid high off the end of it, off that first drag. I don't know. There's just something about it. Just something about it. And if you have blue jeans and a white t-shirt with your cigarettes rolled up in the fucking sleeve, you're pretty good dang cool. What's up, D. Johns? Thanks for stopping by. Or thanks for coming in. Not like, hi, bye. How you doing? Love you, bye. Well, we were kind of talking cars for a while and engines and bullshit, and we just transferred into a Zippo conversation as an offshoot, as a tangent. Tangentially. I still got my grandfather's fucking Zippo. It's got the red diamond on it. It's an army thing, I think. I was gonna look it up. I think it's a what? Oh, I thought. All right, never mind. I'm seeing shit. I'm gonna tell you what. I don't like these fucking glasses with the fucking progressive bifocal shit. I don't. I imagine I'll get used to it, but I just don't. I'd rather have two pairs. People are like, why you got two pair of glasses? Okay, these are the ones I see with, and these are the ones I read with. And then I just pull one off my head, slide the other one up, put the ones on so I can read, and then I had a system going. Then somebody says, no, you need to have the bifocal shit. I'm like, no, it's going to fuck with my eyes. I know it's going to fuck with my eyes. Because it's stupid. You read a little card, it's like, you got to point your nose at what you're trying to look at. I'm like, great, so I'm going to look like a fucking nerd. Or somebody with some kind of Tourette's or heroin fucking tick, pointing my nose at everything. I got... Whatever. Zippers last forever. You're right, D. Johns. Zipper does last forever. Till you get that one drunken night where you just grab hold of that motherfucker, just like, till you get your fucking pubic hairs caught in that motherfucker one day because you decided to go El Commando. El Commando. Did that once. No, true story. Zipped my nuts right up. And yeah. That was the end of that fucking shit. Well, I said nut plural. Zipped my nut up in that motherfucker one time. Fuck that shit. Have that. True story. It was the French who invented the Zippo. Except their version was you had to pull the top completely off. It didn't have a hinge. So you had to pull the top off, hold the top in your hand, light it, and then put the top back on. You know, because they're French. They had plenty of time to do that while they were avoiding war. Oh, the jokes. Fuck, the Germans are coming. All right, let me borrow your Zippo. Here, hold the top real quick. No mobster versions. Yeah. The Marlon Brandos. Yeah, the days back when people smoked because it was cool. Nobody knew they were going to die of lung cancer and shit. But who knows? That might still be made up. How many times you see doctors and nurses standing out somewhere smoking? Of course, a lot of hospitals ban that shit. A lot of places won't let you work there if you don't pass the fucking nicotine test. Kind of like when you get life insurance, you can say you quit smoking. They can tell. They can tell. Because it looks hypocritical, right? How are you supposed to be a nurse and a doctor and tell somebody else not to smoke when you motherfucking smoke? And how you gonna tell me it's bad for me when you fucking smoke? My mother, who smoked 2.5 packs or more a day, swore up and down it was something else. It was radon. It was fucking 4 other things. You know, she went to these cancer sites. Of course, everybody was in there. Well, smoking's like number 5 on the list for causing cancer. Right. Except you smoked like 2 or 3 packs a fucking day, which I don't know how you do. I don't. You don't rat on yourself. What? Oh, right, yeah. With the doctor thing. I don't know how, like, I drink, I smoke. So, like, generally I'm less than a pack a day, but when I drink, I'm about a pack and a half. But, yeah, that makes sense. Well, it doesn't. I don't know why you smoke more when you drink. But I understand that. I couldn't see myself sitting around all day just fucking chain smoking and shit. I was trying to dig a damn grave for a cat. Thought I was going to fucking die. Like, imagine if I was chain smoking. Like, Mexicans would have had to show up and dig 2 fucking graves. Oh, da-dunt. I mean, I still don't inhale the whole thing. I'm back to just going through the motion and blowing it out. But so I'll just get teeth cancer. Who cares? Teeth cancer. It's probably a thing. Look it up. They created it in a laboratory in Wuhan, China. Just like this lettuce bullshit. Now it's affected how many states? 8, 9? 8, 9er? Iceland fucking lettuce or some shit? Why don't you eat healthy, Doug? I don't know. How's your lettuce taste, asshole? Do you never see recall on goddamn pizza logs? When was the last time mozzarella sticks got recalled? I don't think they've ever recalled mozzarella sticks, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. With a cigarette hang. Right. Just like the Beastie Boys. Man, your pops caught you smoking, and he said, no way. That hypocrite smokes 2 packs a day. Well, that was the best, because when Mom caught me smoking, I got my ass kicked, too. Like, but you smoke. But I'm an adult. Right. Aren't you supposed to be setting an example? I mean, I didn't think of that then. I was a kid. But now I can go back and say, right, but aren't you supposed to be setting an example? You got fucking Beastie Boy. I think Adam Yachts, didn't he die of cancer? Can't remember. Seemed like they were all Jewish, though. They might have been part of Mossad. We don't know. We don't know. What's your avatar, Johns? Don't be a salty rant. The YouTube thing covers it up. Don't be a salty what? Oh, look. She's got a fucking poof dress or some shit. Ha! Interesting. I don't know what they're called. Don't be a salty cunt. Yeah, well, tonight's the first time I looked at it. I mean, you know. Well, yeah. I mean, D. Johns ain't been like a nemesis fucking viewer that much. So, what's it say, Blues? Huh? What's it say? Don't be a salty what? You know what I always wanted to do when they came out with them stupid Salt Life stickers? I always wanted to make one up that looked just like it, that said Slut Life, and put it right over top that shit. Yeah, take that, bitch. Slut Life. Because I'm an asshole. I like to think of myself as witty. But, you know, the American language, it doesn't say that. There's not enough room for it to say that. And it looks like it starts with a Y, a K, maybe a K. Don't be a salty. Always figure that out. It's a woman with a really short dress and an umbrella. She wants to get wet, just not on top. Oh, dun. Oh, wait a minute, that was wrong because she had the umbrella, so she doesn't want to get wet on top. She wants to get wet on the bottom. Oh, dun. Oh, it's for Morton Salt? Oh, all right. I still don't know what it says. Don't be a salty what? I'll go with Morton Salt because I bought that bullshit at Walmart and it came out of the bag like bluish green and it stained my fucking concrete. And I bought like 3 bags of it, trying to be ahead of the curve for the winter. And now I got to figure out how to get rid of 3 bags or whatever's left of it because it stained my fucking concrete. So I had to pay twice as much for the Morton Salt that doesn't stain your fucking concrete. I've got it on. There's a little YouTube emblem in the StreamYard side. There's a little YouTube emblem, the red rectangle with the play button in it that covers it up. I can't see it. I could put on 10 pair of glasses. I still can't see it. This is the StreamYard side. Maybe it shows it on the YouTube side. I don't know. But on the StreamYard side, there's a YouTube logo covering it up. Asshole. You just made the marquee, ma'am. Right. Like around John shit, yeah. Beach life, got it. I just always wanted to make it slut life. Whatnot. And then them stupid stickers that were just letters, right? You're supposed to figure it out. Like in North Carolina, it was LKN for Lake Norman. And then they had one for, that shit over on the coast. Now I can't think of what that is. The Dunes or some shit. I don't fucking remember. Like, yeah, I want to live right on the coast. So when Hurricane Buttfuck shows up, there I am. Front row seat. I don't know why they haven't used that yet. Maybe when they get back to the bees. Bleach, does that work? Does it take out rust too? Because I had my scraper out there and that rust lined the fucking concrete too. If my pressure washer worked, unlike the fucking post hole digger that I bought at fucking Harbor Freight, which works like a charm. You missed the beginning, but it's been in the shed for years. I haven't touched it. Pulled it out today. 5 squirts, choked it. 3rd pull, it started. Unlike the fucking pressure washer I bought at fucking Harbor Freight. Piece of shit. When are they going to make pressure washers with rubber hoses instead of that plastic bullshit that all it does is kink up and you can't really wind it back up? Fucking nightmare-ass fucking garbage. Can't believe I'm the only one bitches about that shit. Like they didn't get the suggestion box. I don't be a salty bitch. Is that what it says? Oh. Don't be a salty bitch. All right, see? That wasn't so hard. It was like pulling teeth trying to get it out of you. All right, John, what do you know about a 4.3 fuel-injected goddamn Whipple fucking goddamn supercharger with twin turbos and some nitrous? Watch her come back. Well, the 4.3 with the goddamn fucking shameless. Don't you roll it? Yeah. It's a plastic fucking hose. You must have a boyfriend who does all that shit. I say a boyfriend because the husband wouldn't bother with it. The husband would be like, pressure wash that shit yourself, bitch. Back me up, Blues. Pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. It wouldn't be fast. Of course it wouldn't. You wouldn't put a supercharger and turbos. That would probably not function correctly. And then you're only going to hit the nitrous button about half a dozen times or more. And then unless you put a shit ton of money in your motor, you just blew that motherfucker all over the road. Great answer. Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta be a cop to fucking know anything about a pressure washer. Replay Willie will back me up. That was funny as fuck. I got up and I'm like, yeah, I'll just delete that live stream. 2 seconds later, Willie sends me a message. Dude, what the fuck? I was watching that shit. I'm like, sorry, bro. And I can't bring it back because I like literally deleted it. I didn't make it private. It's gone. It's gone. Did work, retired. Well, all right, last sip. Since Cindy Crawford ain't calling back. Oh, I wasn't looking at that aspect. Abe knows everything for the replay crew if there's no fucking chat replay. Cheers. All right, I'm cutting out. 12:35 in the morning. We got bitches in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. Yeah. They better be out and gone by 6, because I better not wake up and see bitches in the living room getting it on. Which means I got left out of it the whole fucking night, which in my own goddamn house would be fucking slightly disrespectful. All right, Blues, thanks for showing up. John's one stoppy. He probably fell asleep. He might be a replayer. Queen Wasp, thanks for showing up. That was it. That was be all that. All right, have a good night. Thanks, John, for showing up. And don't be a salty bitch. And everybody else, pucker up and smurf on it. And drink more Ovaltine and then go fuck yourself, bitch.